I made a video warning people of the danger AI robot presents to humanity. And a brother of ours came to the comment section to say, this is just black mentality. So he forced me to go into deep research. And I know that this our brother is not well informed about what AI technology is capable of doing. So I had to go into deep research just to bring this information to you guys, to show you the danger or the capacity of this AI robot. This is not just an ordinary robot. This is something that updates in itself. You don't understand. So now, just watch Elon Musk, the owner of Tesla, the first man to fly rocket to space and return it. You think, say you wise person, are you smarter than him? Just hear him speak. I was surprised that he has been kicking against this for years. Listen to Elon Musk speak.
Mark my words, AI is far more dangerous than nukes.
With artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon. You know all those stories where there's the guy with the pentagram and the holy water, and he's like, yeah, you sure you can control the demon? Didn't work out.
Now, you heard it right from the source. Elon Musk himself. Did you hear what he said? Let me try to break it down for you guys. Now, the part where he said something about a priest summoning a demon, thinking, okay, he has the holy water, he could handle it, and the whole situation went sideways. It's just humans, advancing this technology, creating these robots, thinking that they could handle it, which it's not going to happen so. That is what he's trying to explain here. That is what I'm telling you guys. It is not what you think. It's not just an ordinary robot. These things are capable of updating themselves. This is danger to humanity. It is not what you think. Now, look at this second video. The godfather of AI. This man I'm about to show you is the godfather of AI. He quit his job from Google to come and warn you guys, to come and warn humanity that this is dangerous. This is what is about to come. This AI technology, it's so dangerous. The godfather of AI, quit his job to come and warn us. Is he an African man, Mr. This is black mentality? Is he an African man? Listen to him. Let's listen to him.
So you left your job with Google in part because you say you want to focus solely on your concerns about AI. You've spoken out saying that AI could manipulate or possibly figure out a way to kill humans. How could it kill humans?
Well, eventually, if it gets to be much smarter than us, it'll be very good at manipulation because it will have learned that from us. And there are very few examples of a more intelligent thing being controlled by a less intelligent thing. And it knows how to program, so it'll figure out ways of getting around restrictions we put on it. It'll figure out ways of manipulating people to do what it wants.
So what do we do? Do we just need to pull the plug on it right now? Do we need to put in far more restrictions and backstops on this? How do we solve this problem?
It's not clear to me that we can solve this problem. I believe we should put a big effort into thinking about ways to solve the problem. I don't have a solution at present. I just want people to be aware that this is a really serious problem and we need to be thinking about it very hard.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to tell you guys. It is not what you think. This thing presents harm to humanity. I don't know. I thought I was the only one speaking about this. I was so impressed to do more research, and I saw that Elon Musk has been kicking against this for a very long time. A very long time. And him also has been complaining that no one is listening to him. He has been talking, but no one is listening to him. Just hear him speak in this podcast.
I try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This was futile. I tried for years.
This seems like a scene in a movie where the robots are going to fucking take over and you're freaking me out. Nobody listened.
Nobody listened.
No one.
Now someone is out here telling me this is just black mentality. Are these men black men, or are you wiser than them? Are they black men or are you wiser than them? What I have come to realize is that you don't understand what this technology is capable of doing. Humans, we learn from our five senses, what we see, what we feel, what we touch, what we taste. We learn from our five senses, what we smell. But this technology, these robots are updating themselves every second. They connect to every possible satellite just to update themselves every single second. Okay, I said something about job loss. That is even at the lowest. That is one of the lowest stuff that is going to happen to humanity, the job loss. I said something about it. Now, listen to Elon Musk. Listen to what he said again in one of his interview about job loss, about how humans are going to lose their job massively. Let's listen to him again so you could understand the point at which this is going to get to. Listen to Elon Musk.
There will be fewer and fewer jobs that a robot cannot do better. But what to do about mass unemployment? This is going to be a massive social challenge. And I think ultimately we will have to have some kind of universal basic income. I don't think we're going to have a choice.
Universal basic income.
Universal basic income. I think it's going to be necessary.
So it means that unemployed people will be paid across the globe.
Yeah.
Because there is no job, machine, robot is taking over.
That's simply and I want to be clear that these are not things that I think that I wish would happen. These are simply things that I think probably will happen.
Did you hear what he just said? He was even saying that to get to a point where they have to be universal income. What it simply means is that they have to pay each individual a certain amount of money just for his survival. Because there are no jobs. The robot has taken over everything. How do you survive? How do you buy something if you want to buy something? There are no jobs. The robot has taken over everything. So he's even advising that there will be universal income. And he went ahead to say, it's not that he's wishing this upon humans, but it's something he's seeing coming, just like I'm telling you. It is something he is seeing coming and no one is trying to stop it. Nobody is talking about it. Nobody is doing anything about it. It is something he's seeing coming. It's not something he's wishing upon humans. This is what I'm just telling you, Mr. African mentality. This is what I am trying to tell you. This is the point at which it's getting to. It is serious. This is serious something. It is not something to joke with. It is just that we don't even have, all I have is my voice. I don't even have the capacity to stop this. All we have is our voice. That is why we are lending it out. Now, I want you to watch this video. This happened in Japan. Watch the video before I even talk about it. Just watch the video. Listen to this lady speak.
Japan, 29 humans were killed in a laboratory that was producing militarized robots by the Japanese for warfare. The 4 militarized robots were being made to be autonomous warriors. They don't know why, but the 4 rebelled. They killed 29 humans in this lab. And whoever was left on the human side, they began pulling the robots apart. They got 2 of them completely disassembled. We're working on the 3rd, and that the 4th robot was now extending up to the satellite and was searching for information about how to make itself stronger to take on, apparently, the remaining humans. Elon Musk, only 2 months before, he said, I think that the greatest problem that scares me the most is artificial intelligence.
Did you hear what this lady just said? Did you hear how many people lost their life in this? Did you hear what she just said? And the most shocking part is, she said the last one, when they successfully brought down 3 of them, or 4 of them as she said, the last one was trying to update himself to stop them from shutting it down. That is how serious this technology is. Our normal robot operates according to the program you have given to it. But this particular technology is different. It has the capacity to learn new things. It has the capacity to update itself every second, and it shares every new thing it learns. It shares it with the rest of it. Immediately, it shares the information to its equal robots. Immediately, they have access to that information. This is the kind of danger that we are talking about. This is what we are saying. This is what we are trying to stop. And you have to share this video to as many people as you can. It should get to the people that have the capacity to do something about this. All we have is our voice and we have to speak. Mr. Blackman mentality, you know what? I'm very sure that one day you'll come back to this video and you'll be like, oh, he said something like this. He said this. If the godfather of AI could quit his job with Google and come to warn us about this technology, and he said something. He said something in one of his interviews that I saw. He said, even if we shut down this operation in the United States, the Chinese people would not stop it. The Chinese people would not stop advancing this technology. So now it's more like a government something. This is where my own personal problem comes in. Even losing the jobs is just minimum. It is just the starting of it. It's the starting of it. To get to a point where they would want to weaponize this. This is where the main chaos would start. Where the robots become your military, they become your navy, they become your police. Now, freedom of speech, freedom of movement, it is over. It is totally over. One man could now control the whole world. Because these robots have no emotions, they have no conscience, they have no soul, they have no feeling, they have no sympathy, they have no empathy. They don't care. You cannot explain, they cannot consider. They don't care. They would carry out instructions immediately. Once they are in the armed force and the government decide to say, we don't want to see any humans out today, they give direct order to this robot, shoot aside every living thing you see. They will carry out that order that way. You cannot explain, you cannot bargain. You don't understand? You don't understand what I am saying? That is the height that we are going to. That's the point we are about to arrive. Now the worst of it all is these robots turning against humans. That's the worst of it all. That's the worst that could happen to humanity. If they finally decide to turn against humans, how can you and I defend ourselves? Keep aside weapons now. Keep aside weapons. Can you face a robot? Physical combat. You have flesh and bone. You feel pain. Can you physically, with your fist, can you face a robot? In physical combat, can you punch a metal? Can you punch metal? It sounds crazy, right? That is what I'm saying. If they decide to even turn against humans, how can you stop them? How can you stop them if it gets to that point? If it gets to that point, can you face a robot with physical combat with your bone and flesh? Can you exchange punches? Can you do that? Just imagine a robot built with iron, striking you with his fist. Imagine the damage in your skull. So this is it, Mr. Black mentality. These people I just showed you that are also scared of this technology. You are not smarter than them, and they are not blacks. So it is something that should get you bothered. It is something you should lend your voice to. If we don't have the power to stop these things, we have our voice. Speak out, voice out. And do well to share this video to as many people as you can. So it could get to the right people that have the capacity to at least, if not shut down, regulate this stuff to an extent. Regulate this stuff to an extent. Losing the job is just the beginning. Loss of jobs is just the starting of it all. Wait until they become your military, until they become your army, until they become your police, until they become your navy. Wait until that time. Then you'll find out that humans have no say on earth any longer. No freedom of speech, no freedom of movement. That's the point that I don't want this to get to. I've said my own. Mr. Black mentality. Hope you've been educated. I love you all. Peace.